Thank you. Our report will be our sales master test, and our photo will be taken by our Diamond Master, Sopo Young. Thank you, everyone. We start everything with our company motto. Ready?
Yep.
Yep.
Go.
Cherish
Cherish
the
The spirit,
vision,
vision,
follow the
follow
faith,
the faith,
serve in humility. Aja,
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 aja.
Aja. Thank you. Our agenda for today will have 5 people sharing their life scenario, and we will be also having our sharing rose master, Ohsook Kwon. The topic will be our auto sales master. Yes. And my name is Adriana Medina. I'm from, ready, everyone?
Yeah.
yes.
My name is Adriana Medina. I'm from Colombia. I live in Miami, Florida. I'm an agent. I joined Atomy on May this year. My sponsor is Elise Lin, my ex-worker from T-Mobile. I hadn't seen her since 13 years, and I'm so happy for reconnecting with Elise again, a very special friend to me, who introduced me to Atomy with a high quality and lowest price. Thank you, everyone.
Yay!
Yes, yes.
Hi, Adriana.
Hi.
I think that we have a different name for band posting and picture today. That was from last week. This week, I believe someone else is taking pictures and someone else is doing the band.
Oh, okay. So it's not going to be.
Somehow we changed. So still Tess gonna do the band today, this time. Yes.
Oh, so how about the pictures? Anybody taking picture? Was it
I'm
Mary?
Yes, I'm taking
Okay,
pictures.
great. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so it's going to be Mary. Thank you so much, Mary, for taking those pictures. Today, our first person who is sharing our life scenario is Teresa Holt. Welcome. Bravo. Thank you.
Oh, they mute.
You gotta unmute yourself, Teresa.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, thank you, Teresa. Okay. Welcome.
Okay, yes, I am going to share my life scenario with everyone today. First of all, I've been with Atomy for about 2.5 years, and I did start as just a consumer. And after I started trying the products and loved them, I decided to actually join, and currently I'm agenting. And these are the things that I would, and when I succeed in anatomy, that I would actually like to accomplish. And the first has to do with my health. Since I retired in April of this year, and since my retirement, I have done nothing. I just sit on the couch and sit in my chair, and going towards the mastership of sales masters, it has actually, Atomy has actually helped me get out of my chair and move. So it's been an experience because I wasn't used to it, but I'm getting pretty good at it, and hopefully this will continue so that the first part of next year, compete in a 5K, and the latter part of next year, compete in a 5K and actually run it. So the next thing has to do with my family. I was raised by a single parent, and I would love to be able to do for my mother provide her necessities and anything that she might want or need in her latter years. And also to leave my daughter with a legacy would also be nice for me to be able to do once I succeed in this. And another would be donating. I would like to provide school supplies for families during the school season. I would start off with maybe 5, and hopefully, as I succeed in this business, I would like to do at least 50 families provide school supplies for their children each year. I would also like to financially and physically care for a person that is in a nursing home each year. A lot of the people that are in nursing homes or retirement homes, their families bring them there, they leave them, they don't visit, they don't do anything, they just leave them alone. And I've seen several people like this, and it's heartbreaking to me. And I would like to be financially able to go in and take care of a person like that each year. Travel would be my next one. I love to travel, and I would eventually love to travel the world and to see the things that are on my list that I haven't seen, and just enjoy traveling and be able to do that. The next one is cash. I would like to have enough available cash to go to a different food bank each month and provide them with whatever food they need to furnish their food bank. The next one is my home. I would like to own a home by December 2020. So at the end of the year, I hope to be a new homeowner. The next on my list was mastership. And I actually did some times for each one. Sales Master, I hope to accomplish by April 21. Diamond Master by April 22. And Sharon Rose Master by April 2024. And I've got a lot to do on these. That's okay. And Anatomy Center, that is my last accomplishment I'd like to be able to do. I would like to open up and have my own anatomy store. It's very important for me to be able to have people to have a place to come to meet their needs as far as having the products there that they need to use. And a lot of older people aren't able to use computers or be able to go on and to order the things that they need. And it would be good just to have a store that they can physically come in and be able to shop. So that is my life scenario, and thank you for listening.
Wow, thank you so much, Teresa Holt. That is a wonderful life scenario you have, very inspiration, especially the thing you said for your, for the elders. I think that is such a hard thing that you're gonna do. And thank you for sharing that life scenario. Thank you so much.
Can I ask one more thing? If anybody shared your life scenario, can you do like this in front of your,
that's exactly
like that? Then someone will take a picture. All right. So nobody's gonna read what you're writing. So just go like this, and then they could take a picture for yours. Okay. All right. Back to you, Adriana.
Thank you.
So Teresa first.
Our next.
No, first is Teresa. So this is
your life scenario.
Show me the way.
Someone took a picture.
Oh, I didn't do it on, it was just on my notebook.
Oh, it's okay.
It's okay.
Thank you so much, Teresa. Our next, thank you. Our next, our second person who's sharing their scenario is our sales master, Mitzi Marshall. Welcome.
Should I do this now?
Oh, wonderful. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. My name is Mitzi Marshall. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm from MJ Center. I'm a sales master, joined for 3 years now. I'm sorry, I'm going to put on my glasses. First, I want to thank God for introducing me to this humble and honest company called Atomy. I was introduced to this company by my 87-year-old friend. His name is Mr. Lee. When he asked me to join, I did not hesitate. The only thing I could think of, if he can do it, so can I. Mr. Lee then introduced me to my awesome sponsor, Grace, who never take a day off. She is always on the go and making sure that I feel like family. Thanks, Grace. The first product I tried was the toothpaste. I immediately fell in love with it. I trusted and believed in every other product that Atomy has to offer. I grew up in Jamaica with my grandmother. I was very fortunate that I never experienced poverty. However, this pandemic shined a light on a lot of homeless without food who are sick. This breaks my heart to see all these living conditions, and I made a commitment that I will donate Hemohem to the sick and weary. And in the next 2 years, with God's help, when I become an auto sales master, I would also like to donate $300 to assist some of the needy children with food and tuition. This past year, we paid on our trip to go to Korea. And it was so disappointed because of the pandemic. My family and I did not get a chance to experience that beautiful country. So my dream is that, in 2022, we will be able to travel to Korea to fulfill our dream. And also my mom retired 4 years ago. Yes, she's living an awesome life in Jamaica, but I would also love to help her to get a maid. So this way she don't have to worry about cooking, doing anything, but just relax. All right. And as for me, health is very important. And my family and I decided that, the best way to keep healthy in the coming years, we're going to see if we could eliminate sugar from our diet. And that's my life scenario.
Wow, great
Wow.
inspiration, life scenario. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Miss Lee Marshall.
You're welcome.
Thank you for sharing
You're
that.
welcome.
Our third person who is going to share their scenario is our sales master, Sandy Yu. Welcome.
Thank you, and good to see everyone again as well. So yes, I got to meet Atomy. It was 2.5 years ago, and it was through a hand lotion. Because I tried so many different hand lotions, they were not good until I tried Atomy, which was like, wow, it was amazing. So that opened my heart to attend the conference, which I almost teared because I didn't know there was a company like this, especially with a CEO, who has such a big heart. And also really lined up with my husband's vision, which is to create orphanages all over the world. So I saw like a vision. I was like, wow, this is amazing. But unfortunately, life hits. And so even though I was really like encouraged that moment, I didn't follow through. And so I just did spare time, with Atomy. And until this past October, 2019, that's when I realized, like, man, I need to keep it consistent. I really need to work for this and focus. So I started focusing, and that's when things started happening. Unfortunately, and then, things were rising, and then COVID hit. It was like another challenge, but I realized it was a stepping stone, and that new doors are opening through that. So I'm trying to stay positive and continue to fulfill, our vision and dreams and goals. So I'll just share a few, of mine over here. Basically, let's see, for Atomy, I was still sales master, but then I became a sales master when my husband was, it was basically he became a sales master, and then I came in. And so basically I had to start all over again in order to really understand, how it works. So, and then I'm trying to become a diamond master, or at least auto sales master, by end of this year, hopefully, yes. And learn how to, have a team. That's part of my weakness. I want to grow in character, especially in also in leadership. So I'm reading books every day, and so I want to continue to grow in that area. I learn how to be a good leader, and also in character, and also better skills and how to work with people, and especially build a team and working together. My ultimately, I want to become Imperial Master by 2027, which is 7 years. And I really want to bring my mother to Korea because she's handicapped. But she's my #1 fan. She's at the same time, she loves Atomy, and she's been such a big supporter. So that's one of my dreams. Is I really want to bring her to, Korea, and help her see the Atomy and be able to celebrate together. And even for the ministry and the mission, my husband is a pastor as well, and so we've been helping mentally unstable people. It's of course hasn't been easy, so because of COVID too, so we're just helping here and there individually, and we're only able to support a few right now. And then also, of course, I'm living with my in-laws right now, but we want to be able to have a home, buy land, and have our own farm, and be able to supply, be self-sustainable ultimately. And then my marriage. I've been married for 4.5 years, and so we are growing together. So we have like our own counseling right now, and so I'm excited where we can grow together too and be a good partnership in everything that we do. And then for overall health, with a lot of heme, I'm sure I'll become more healthier and continue to grow just all around and be able to balance all around as well. Thank you.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful
Wow.
inspiration. Wow, I like the word of focus and team, and very good inspiration. Thank you so much. Thank you. And our next,
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Our next person who's sharing our life scenario, is Fernando. Congratulations to Fernando and Adriana for both becoming yesterday an agent.
I'm really excited.
Congratulations to both. Wow, great.
I just want to tell you guys thank you for everything. Thank you for your support, and thank you for letting me be here. And my wife Adriana and myself, we were like, I'm going to tell you a little bit of my story, and not so much of what I did or what I done and things like that, because the way I look at it is everything that I had done before is from I started joining Atomy. I mean, Atomy has opened the doors for me to help people, and we're doing it right now. With the company that I was working for, I was so busy that I didn't have the time to do it. And now, these few months that I've been with the Atomy, we had opened the doors in Colombia, Peru, Bolivia, and right now, yesterday, I spoke to this lady, a friend of mine that I wanted to talk to her. I couldn't find her phone number, and she's in Colombia, and she has a center for abusive women. You know what I mean? A woman that had been abused by the husbands, abused by the society, abused by everything since they've been little kids. And the best part is that with her, I'm a teen now, and I spoke to her about Atomy products Atomy, the company, and it's a door that I wanted it to open in Colombia before they open over there, and to show everybody what is the Atomy can do for them. You know what I mean? With my wife, we live in Orlando. You know, we are blessed. You know, we're blessed with 3 daughters and 1 little one, which is my son. He was 4 years old, and he got sick. And he got sick as we didn't know what he had at the beginning. You know, a couple of months went by. He was intubated. He was cables everywhere in his body, and we didn't know what he had. And at the end of the 3 months, you know, we're praying to the Lord. We're praying because we wanted to find an answer, because the doctors didn't have an answer why this kid got sick, you know. And after 3 months, somehow the disease came up. It was leukemia. And I tell you what, my wife and I, when we found out that he had leukemia, it was we needed to rearrange our lives towards my little one. You know, we had to do. I had to quit my job. You know what I mean? We have to. My wife was not working. I quit my job because I couldn't leave my little one in the hospital. And I was there with him 7 days, 24 hours a day, and the Lord, you know, supplies all our needs. And I believe that when the Lord, you know, you have faith on the Lord, and through faith, you know what I mean? Not just like, you know, when you need something, you ask Him, but it's when you have the most, that's when you you know, you just pray to the Lord to what? To benefit all other people. And that's why the way I look at it, and who I think Elise asked me, what was my why? And my why is probably different from you guys. My why is something that I, you know, really, when I was in the hospital for almost a year with my son, and fighting and see him suffering, going through so many things, leukemia, chemotherapy, chemo. And not knowing that that thing was going to, you know, help him, you know, or not, you know what I mean? And my why is something different. My why is just the way I see things. There is that sometimes the Lord permits things for you to grow inside, and that's one of the things that I, you know, I really encourage you people. Never forget where you're coming from. Never forget who you were before this enemy. You know what I mean? Because as soon as you forget who you were before this, when you start making the money, you know what I mean? So you fail. You know what I mean? Our vision, like Mr. Parker says, and I was listening to him, it's just seed, you know, you have a seed of rice or whatever, but you got to know what you're going to do with a seed. You got to know what is your vision with that seed. You got to see the harvest in front of you. You know what I mean? And what I love to do is just, I like to dream up. You know, I already have a center in Bogota, Colombia. I already have a center in Medellin, Colombia. And I already have a center in Barranquilla, Colombia. And I already have my mind set to that. And why is that? I don't want to have a center there just because there's so many people that need help. There's so many people that need to understand that there's something that you know, that we can do for them. There's people like you guys, like me, that we can help them, you know what I mean, in every shape or form. You know what I mean? Right now, we buy more products. Hemohem, like I said to you guys before, I wish I had that product. I wish I knew that product, but the company wasn't there when you know, my son got sick. And I wish I had that product back then that we would be able to give it to my son, and probably the outcome would be different. The Lord took him. The Lord took my son to heaven, but you know, He led me with a dream of helping people, a dream of helping little kids, dream of help parents that they don't have the means to help little kids. And like yesterday, when I was talking to my friend, and she was telling me that this woman's being abused, and they have 2 or 3 kids, and they don't know where to go. They don't have somebody to support them. They don't have an arm. They can just lie on it. You know what I mean? And I felt like so. And I tell you one thing, ladies, and I cry because, you know, that's what I'm being. I've been looking for. You know what I mean? I've been looking for that I have more time for myself. For what? To do this, to go ahead and preach Hammer Him, preach Atomy Products, preach the company to everybody out there that need help. And that's, I think that's one of the things that I create my movie in my head, my movie to succeed, not just, having a bigger house, because I already have a house. I don't look to have a bigger house, not to have another car. I already have a car, but just to give that person that don't have a house, to be able to share that, and to be able to help somebody to have a little bit of, 4x4, something like that, to have, to help them out and to buy a car or a bicycle or something that you can provide to them. And that's my goal. That's my life story. That's, and like I said before, I can tell you what I did before, what I do, but my beginning starts when I started with Atomy, and that's my past. And Atomy is going to be my present, and Atomy is going to be my future. Okay, ladies. Thank you.
Thank you.
Powerful,
Bravo,
powerful.
Fernando.
Wow.
Congratulations once again, both of you, to Adriana and
Thank you.
Fernando, for becoming an agent, and
Thank
very
you.
inspirational story.
It's all to you
Beautiful.
guys. It's teamwork. That's one of the things that I love about the group of people. It's just the teamwork, and like I say, before, what I do and what I do for myself is I encourage people to work together. And this is what it means. Work together. You guys help me out, and then I'm going to help somebody else, and that person's going to help somebody else, and we're going to grow together like a big family. So thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Fernando. Thank you, Adriana, and congratulations. And our last scenario is Lynn Winderoth. Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Boy, following Fernando is not an easy feat. My heart goes out to you, Fernando, for everything you've been through. There's nothing more difficult than losing a child, even if you know they're in heaven with God. It's still not easy. And I'm really touched that you are using that experience to do good for others instead of getting bitter and angry and mad at the world. And I really, you're an example to a lot of people. So thank you very much for your testimony. I feel kind of petty now with what I'm about to say, but I've been with Atomy, I think, just a few months, and Myung Sheldon is my sponsor. And ever since I've been married, my husband got called into the ministry right after we got married. And so my entire life has been planned out. All of ours are, but it was planned out by God. And it was always, God, where do you want us to go? God, what do you want us to do? Always praying and really seeking his will for our lives, our children's lives. So when Myung started to present Atomy to me, I just didn't feel as if I would be able to take this on. I have been working since I was 16, and here in New England, our churches are small. So I've had to work full time all of our married life in order to be able to keep the ministry going and support the family. Because for a long time, my husband didn't even receive a salary. So I'm a registered nurse. And so I work full time as a nurse. And between the ministry and my nursing, I didn't feel as if I had anything else to give. And Myung helped me to see that she was going to be there to help me if I wanted to attempt this. So I put it off for a while, and God just kept bringing it up to me every time. So I thought, all right, God, is this something you want me to pursue? Because I don't want to take time away from the work I do for you to put that energy into something else. And I just feel right now that this is what God would have me to do. And it's really to be able to help other people too. It's another way of helping other people. Myung has helped me so much already to be able to hit certain marks. And if I can help people that come up after me do the same thing, then that'll be great. As far as my life goals, again, I'm torn because I feel as if God's already got that planned. But we do live in a parsonage, so we don't own a house. And when we retire, I'm 62. We're hoping to make it until we're 67, but you never know what God's going to plan. But when we do retire, we've got nowhere to go and nothing to go with. So what I'd like to do is, because we were born in 1957, we can't retire and reach full benefits until we're 67 years old. I was born in 57. So I would like to be able to retire at 65 in 3 years, making enough from Atomy to supplement my husband's salary and not have to take the Social Security right away, but yet still be able to continue on giving to missions and to an organization called MANA that sets up feeding centers all around the world for children. And our church supports feeding centers in the Gobi Desert in Mongolia. So right now, it gets very cold at night in the desert. So we do whatever we can to make them blankets. We send them little toys, we send them some clothes, but we also support the feeding center. There's an orphanage, and then there's a crisis pregnancy center for women who find themselves pregnant and don't know what to do. And so we make little baby blankets and send those to the crisis pregnancy center. And that, we got word that those blankets alone, God has used to give those women courage to have that baby. And so that's a very humbling thing. But I don't want to stop working and not be able to continue contributing to our kids in Mongolia. I would love to be able to get there to visit someday too. Very expensive, very long trip, but that's okay. And then there's another ministry called Operation Christmas Child through Good Samaritan. And so every November we pack shoe boxes filled with goodies for children of different age ranges. And I see videos of these children receiving a shoebox, and some had been praying for a pencil, and they get 2 pencils in a shoebox, and they're taught about God, they're taught about the Lord before they get their shoeboxes. And to see so many of them who have had a desire on their heart and didn't even know how to pray about it, have that prayer answered, to me, that's just a miracle. And so a big part of my wanting to be able to make some income with that to me is so that I could give myself over to more of that type of work someday. I'd also love to have something to leave my kids and grandkids, because right now everything, there really isn't much of that. So that would be an added bonus. But the bigger blessing has been to meet all of you and all of the countries that you come from. Our church, we used to pastor a baby work in East Boston, and there were so many people there from different countries and cultures. It was just our biggest blessing to be able to get to learn about all different countries and cultures and to worship together. And now we're in Burlington, but we're finding the same thing. We have people from a lot of different cultures, and I just feel like I've got a new group of friends who all have that mindset that we're out there to help each other, to help the less fortunate in the world. And that tone has been set by the CEO, which I can't say enough about it with every of the videos I watch from him. So I'm sorry if I talk too long, but and I didn't print off the life plan. I just have a little piece of paper here, but I knew it from memory. But I just want to thank you all for the opportunity. Thank you. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, all of you, for sharing that life vision scenario. It brought some tears to my eyes. Very inspirational today. Thank you all. It's good tears, very good tears. Okay, thank you. We have our next Our next will be our Sharon Rose Master, Ohsook Kwon. The topic will be how auto sales master. Good. Thank you so much. Welcome, Ohsook Kwon.
All right, thank you very much for sharing your life story. Touch my heart. Just like Adriana, I could was crying right now, but next step is my turn, so I cannot. But that really touched my heart. Really, I mean that in the bottom of my heart, really touched my heart. I think everybody, every one of you here have a reason to do this business because that. So. Really, I touch my heart, really. Anyway, thank you very much to show up today, because even if it's hot outside in Boston, it's right now 90 degrees. I don't know where you are, like Florida, or in Phoenix, or New Jersey, or Atlanta. I don't know how hot your area, but in here it's like a 90, and then today kind of a little breezy, so which is okay. But yesterday was worse, but today is a little bit better. Okay, let me share my screen to you all. And then also today I am going to turn it off and asking you guys to share each other's, okay? So you guys see this one? See everybody? You see this one? Okay.
Yes.
All right, my name is Ohsook Kwon, Sharon Master from Boston Global Center. I call myself Atomy Passion. Atomy Passionist, Ohsook Kwon. Sharon Master, nice to meet you all. And then today I just told you really hot outside. So I give you free lemonade with the mint. How you like it?
Wonderful.
Looks refreshing.
With mint.
Looks really freshness, right?
Yes.
Take it.
Very refreshing.
I told you I'm gonna treat you as a last class. I'm gonna treat you as a great tea, cool you down. So take care, everybody. Free.
I need that
But
now.
this is over. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this. Make you happy. We have to cool down because we heard the life scenario from each other's. Make ourselves a little bit of down. So I want you to be up. That's why I give you this lemonade with mint. Is it cool down, you guys? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So last in 4 weeks till today, we did a July 5th company introduction 2020. So we knew that how our atomic company grow for the last 10 years or even the last year, 1 year. And the second, July 12th, we talk about in the atomic marketing plan. And then last week, we talk about the system. And then today, every one of you here want to make an auto sales master because you learn about the company, how they grow. You believe, you trust our company. And then you know our company marketing plan, how they pay you. You guys know that, right? And then you know the system. How am I gonna run that company with the system to be auto sales master, which is I am going to talk about today, this moment. All right, so this is our CEO said, I want you, Adriana, can you read the first, okay, oops, hold on. First 3 lines, can you read that?
Yes.
Yes, please do.
Thank you. If you are an auto sales master, you are at half of Adam's success. If you think you can or you think you can't, you are right. Henry Ford, Auto Sales Master Workshop.
Yes, this is I captured from our CEO say, auto sales master class. And then he said, that's why she, Ray, if you're an auto sales master right now, you are at half of Adam's success. Even if you're not a diamond master, even if you are not an imperial master yet, but you are half of that. If you are auto sales master, that's what he was saying. So that's why I want to show you, okay? So this one, I want to ask Adri, who from Florida, come from Colombia, Adri, right? Your name is Adri?
Yes, my name is
No, not you, the other guy from the
Fernando.
Orlando.
Okay. Okay, great. Can you read that first 2 row?
Yeah. Jim Carrey wrote a check in 1985, and he will receive money in 1995 from what he wrote.
Okay, that's what you wrote, right? I show you. This is a check he wrote, all right? And then I am going to ask one more time that Fernando.
I wrote myself a check for $10 million for acting service rendered and dated. Thanksgiving 1995, I put it in my wallet and it deteriorated. And then just before Thanksgiving 1995, I found out I was going to make $10 million for Dumb and Dumber. I put the check in the cash in the casket with my father because it was our dream together.
All right, thank you very much. All right, so let me ask you, that Jim Carrey, he wrote the check like 10 years before, and then 10 years later, he got that, what he wrote it. So what do you think of that 10 years, he doesn't do anything, he just put the, like writing the check, put it in his wallet, and then didn't do anything, and that happened? Lynn, what do you think?
No, I think that he set a goal for himself and that he worked hard, not knowing if it was going to happen, but he worked towards it. And so we have to have a goal in mind to drive us to continue on and not give up.
Absolutely, you're right. What about the Mitzi?
I'm sorry. Yes, I think that was one of his life scenario that he wrote that check, and 10 years later, his dream came through.
I know, absolutely, because after he writing the check and put in the wallet, oh, I write the check, God's gonna give me like $1 million and within 10 years, okay, I'm gonna do nothing, he's gonna give me, I don't think so. He really working hard, like Lynn said, like Mitch said, he worked hard to get picked up by the character. That's why he got that. So, all right, let me go back.
Can I say something?
Sure.
The way I look at that, I look at it a different way.
Okay.
He wrote a check, and he wrote a check for $10 million. But, he believed in what he was doing. And then when you believe in what you're doing and get better on an everyday basis, you get better, you know what I mean? You're going to get to the end.
That's
so
right.
you have to really believe in yourself,
That's
believe in
true.
what you're doing, and
Absolutely.
believe the outcome of that thing. Maybe you don't have to work hard. You just got to work smarter and,
Absolutely.
commit yourself. And this is one of the important things. Commit yourself to whatever you're doing. Commit yourselves like we do in anatomy. Commit ourselves to the products. Commit ourselves to ourselves, and commit ourselves to the company.
All right. Thank you very much. He's right too. So when you're writing this one, he was thinking about the 1995 because he wrote it down 1995. He's gonna make that $10 million. So I think he's gonna bring it out from the 1995. Like our CEO always say, you have to take the future memory, which is this is for him is a future memory. He took it out and then he just acted like he's gonna make that happen. So that's like Fernando, he's right. Everybody you are saying is right. Because of those 10 years, they preparing practice to get that happen. All right, next is gonna be, I wanna talk about this one. You guys know this one, right? Robert Kiyosaki, that Rich Dad and Poor Dad. So I wanna talk about this one, 100 times by one income. It's like you by yourself. Me, myself, I used to work at the post office for 30 years. Now I'm retired 1.5 years ago. When I was working post office, my income is 100% my own. So I have a job. I have a job. So I just contract with the company how much they're gonna pay me per hour. Even if I work harder than anybody else, well, even if I work way less than anybody else, I just make that amount. So that's my income from the company. So that is like a wage income and then employer. And the employer is like hire you as an employee. And then the most of a typical from income source is this one. Everybody could has this one right now, right? Most of us here, unless you are not like a millionaire, you're not like an investor, or you own a job, or you own like your business. So what is the different business, own a business and a job? That your job is like you have a job. But if you own a business, you own a job. So employer, employee, same. Like a lot of people, they run a hair salon, they run a nail salon, or they run a dry cleaning, or they run like a small convenience store. Most of them is working. Maybe a few people help them, but they own a job, which is an employer, employees, same. But this one is an employer hire you to give you $10 per hour, $20 per hour, $30 per hour. You just work for them. And then, after this, most of people, this part is like most of the headache you're gonna own because you runs the business. This part, you work for 8 hours, that's it. You don't have any headache. You just in like a difficulty, go to work, make money. But this part, they own a job, you give a lot of responsibility than here. So a lot of people say like, oh, I don't want to work myself, so I want to open a business. So they open the business. They might make a little bit more money or more headache. So this part, I want to show you about the business owner, which is a creation of a system. So establishment of a company by you, if you have the knowledge to open your own business, or either purchase of the system by a franchise owner, like in a business, like in a Dunkin' Donuts or McDonald's or Kmart, well, they close right now. So what if you buy a franchise? That franchise cost is really huge. I just want to share for the McDonald's, that McDonald's minimum liquid capital is $500,000 in your bank when you apply for that. And the total investment is $1 million to $2 million for the investment. And the initial franchise fee is like $45,000. Sure, they do have like a training provided, yes. So if you want to open that McDonald's, you have to have money into your bank, $500,000 at least, and then you can borrow money to open the franchise as like a McDonald's. You have to have a 1 million to 2 million, but you're not guaranteed that business is gonna be run well to make your money. Even if you buy a franchise as a McDonald's, pay the $1 million, but it's not guaranteed, 100% guaranteed to success from there, right? And then just like the same concept, so you have to think about it, about our system too. So system entry is like a creation, like I said, but we have another way. It's a network marketing, like right here they show you. That allows the system, it's the same concept, but network marketing, you just doing that, work for the netting. But every network marketing is different. Some network marketing is a pyramid. So the top make most of money, but our network marketing, even if our companies are what we call network marketing, is netting each other. So that's the difference. And then the other one is like an investor. Do you have money? $1 million in your bank to get interest? Then go ahead. Do you have a building to rent out? But even if you have a building, a lot of people just left out because of pandemic. You don't even expect that happen. Even before that happens, still you have a building to rent out to people pay you as a rent. But the building is brand new, it's okay, but 10 years, 20 years, what 30 years, maybe 50 years being the building is getting like old, so you have to fix this and that. So if you buy the building, like a 50-year-old building, pay a little less, but you got more headache because of whoever land from your office, your building, call you, even if you're golfing to enjoy yourself. Hey, I have like a water trouble. I have electricity trouble. You got to come to fix it. To middle of your golfing, you have to go to fix it. So right now, most of people, this is active income. If you don't go to work, my income stops. So start here to make a little bit more money to own a job, But after this, people move to here. So this is kind of make a passive income. That's all we want to make a passive income, rather have an active income. Since I left in the post office like 1.5 years ago, they don't pay any penny. I thought they pay me some, maybe like a penny, because I've been working there for 30 years, but nothing since I left there. This is a life cycle. You're born, and the first 30 years you study. That's the one we call prepare. And the 30 to 60 years, everybody's a little different timeline working. What if you retire from what you have right now? Retire, 60-year-old, but I don't think so. A lot of people cannot retire because 1 out of 3 is zero for their life money, retirement money. I see that my colleague, my coworkers used to, they work till even 85-year-old still work. He was started that company in 1960. So think about it, he's like an 85-year-old, so more than 20, 60, so 40, 60 years, he been working there, post office, still working. But I don't know about right now because I left there, still work for overtime. He calculated everybody, who does how long. Why I'm the senior than anybody else, why I didn't get, he fought for that. But it's a lot of, that sad scenario because you cannot retire, even if it's 60. But, this is a retirement life. So someone is really lucky to retire like 60, only 60, was 70, have a great life like this, but we get more extended life. Like what someone said to me, like 120 years you could live. Then what do you think about your after retirement? What do you think? What are your expectation retirement life? Like this? I don't think so. I hope not. None of them here has this happening, okay? Like this, everybody have this kind of life, enjoyable, enjoy with your family, with your wife, while we are in the grandkids. I want you guys to enjoy retirement life. Let me move this one a little bit because this is, okay. Okay, do you worry about the future? Everybody worry about your future, right? What is most people worry about? Anybody answer, Michi? What is most people worry about?
Finance.
Financial.
Yes, I would say.
What about Elise? Elise?
Yes.
What is the most people worry about?
You heard me?
Well, if they're gonna be gone, yeah, they worry about if their kids have enough to live on their own, their health issues.
All right.
Money, yes.
Okay, let me see. Not enough money after retirement. That's why people cannot retire. Especially, I don't know about the other industry, other company, but where I work at the post office, most of people, they are not enough money after retirement. That's why they cannot retirement. Also, they might have not enough friendship. So that's why they rather come to the work to talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
That happened too. Then what are you preparing for your future now? To get a good job? You want to get a good job for your future? Lynn, I know you are a nurse, so you already had a good job. So what about the other person to get a good job, to get ready, enough retirement? It's hard.
Can I just say something about enough retirement? We've been able to start putting money aside for retirement, but if that stock market goes down, that money's gone.
Money's gone. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
So to get a good job, higher education or get license. So if you want to get a good job for better your future retirement life, so you're gonna start to go to higher education or get license. You think it's gonna be easy? No. What about to start a business well? It's hard either.
Not easy.
No, increasing startup, even if you know that without pandemic happening, still, you know, you have to increase the startup like a decoration, you know, like a interior well, you know, get the more people. Most people, it's not guaranteed to get enough money for, you know, your retirement. To live professionally, doctor, lawyer, also get license, like a CPA, whatever. It's gonna be easy for you?
No.
To me, it's not. I don't know about you guys. Me, not. And then to live as an expert, sportsman. Do you want to be a best basketball player or best like a golfer, franchise owner, even sportsman? If you want to be like a best golfer, like LPGA, PGA, you think that's gonna be easy? I don't think so, right? So we gotta think about it. What can we to change ourselves to make enough for our retirement age? Or the sales master, the master of auto sales master, that could change worry-free to retirement. I guarantee it. If you are auto sales master, and then if you put in a little bit more time to make your partner be an auto sales master, you don't need to worry about anything about your retirement age, rest of your life. And then after something happened to you, your family inherit. So I am going to talk about that fourth section because we already learned about our company, marketing, and system. So now I just treat you as like a beginner. So first like 1 year. So first 3 months, and then, you know, like 1 to 3 months, not like January to March, no. So study today to 3 months, and then 4 to 6 months. So I am going to break out for that fourth section, okay? All right. So for 1 to 3 months, so know about atomy. So we've been knowing about the atomy for the like first week of Sunday of this July. So you start to learn about what is atomy. So you already learned about this one for during that time. So that that during that time change what we call like 100 days, changing habit. So if you don't do anything for the 100 days, you know yourself. Like in an example, if a basketball player, if they don't do like a play today, no practice today, he know himself. If he doesn't do play that like 1 week, the people know because his body whole body is gonna be stuck, not like a freely to run step. So this time, like 1 to 3 months is a changing habit for the 100 days. So time to change my habit. So we already talked about the do 8 core inspection every day for yourself and the 8 step for the success system. So that you gotta practice for yourself first 3 months or as only like a focus. And then must change my habit for my future through the 8 course. If you do every single day for the 8 course, I showed that last week, then you're gonna be changed to be an atomia. Okay? And then we already find out why I do atomy. If you don't know about the why you do atomy, it's gonna be hard. So I think someone already talked about that. Like if you have to trust yourself, so you can make it. So like Henry Ford say, if you can, you can. If you cannot, you cannot. You're right. So either you can, you cannot, you're right. So you have to find out yourself. Okay, yourself like I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. So yourself, me and my family, future. So you gotta think about you and your family, loving family, as with your husband, as with your wife, as with your kids, work, grandkids, and then your balanced life. Even if you have a lot of money but no time, you cannot enjoyable. Even if you have a lot of time, no money, how can you enjoy that? Even if you have a lot of money and time but no friend, it's gonna be lonely, right? But even if you have a ton of friends but no money and time, you cannot enjoy it either. I just want to tell you, like, whenever I go to Korea, have a vacation, right? When I was working, I usually go there for a month. But most of my friends in Korea, they're working. So even if I have free time, but they're working, so I cannot meet them. So it's not joyable. So I always, like a joy with my mom, so that happens. So you have to have like a balanced life with you and your family and friend. So I think Academy is perfect to have a balanced life for you and your family and friends. And then you have to find out the reason why I should succeed. And then you've already find out in the company. You already know about our CEO, chairman, right? His mindset. He's like a management ability. We already know that, right? Everybody, I think, know about our CEO. I cannot believe how he bring it out some kind of like a marketing, every single thing. Like I think he is a brilliant, not genius. I think more than genius about the marketing, about his thought. And then like this is like our company concept being. You have to be and speed and balanced for your life. And then you got to find out the management goal and the customer success and then distribution hub, which is our company is like a post platform. Even we're going to go for more further for the personal post platform in your Atomy site. So you can have your own personal platform, which is like amazing when I saw that, what he was thinking. So, and then also super human network synergy marketing here. So, and the product, we all know, Atomy product is like a absolute quality and price from the like a CARI, Korea Atomic Energy Research Institute, and then Korma BNH, which is Korma main office is United States, like over 100 years old, and then they have like a 9 country outside has like a branch, and then volunteering reorder everybody. We not force anybody to purchase like a auto ship, and then monthly requirement, just for volunteer because they love it, because they save money, because they got help for the products. From the healthcare, skincare, and then personal care, every single thing. That's why they volunteer reorder. That's gonna be great key to success. This one, and the marketing. We know that no joint fee, everything's free. Free is good, right? So I already give you like a free lemonade with a mint, refreshness, and then restaurant income, and then 3 generation inheritance. Like I heard a lot of people like. Work for the God. My son is like a pastoring. He work at the Chinese American church for the youth group. So I just support him. That's why I do this one is my like a key because I want to support him. And then unlimited level and then saving and then one server ID for wherever enemy goes. If anybody live in that country, they can be member under you. Then good for you. And then binary system. So you just focus on 2 lines. No focus on 4, 6, like in the octopus line. Just focus on your 2 lines. Yeah, what if someone want to do the business as well? Then they're gonna go find out their own reason to do the focus on 2 lines. And then vision. This is really we talk about every single time for yourself. We gotta focus on our like a vision with the harmony. With your sponsor and partner, harmony, not like disrespect each other. No, we got a harmony. I think that's the key to success. And then dream and goal setting, pay the price. You guys pay the price to join this time with this Zoom meeting because you rather go at the beach right now, getting like a sunshine and suntan on it, but you pay the price to come here to learn and help each other. And then faith and trust with the teamwork. Like someone already talked about the trust yourself, then you can do it. And then do not give up. Attitude is everything. All right, Paul Meyer said. So first one, like this is like a 8 step of success. So you make a dream and goal. And then write in detail, step by step, short term, mid-term, long term. So short term means like, oh, today, like 1 day. Mid-term is like a 1 week or 1 month. Long term is kind of a life scenario. So you have to have your own short term, maybe 1 week term. So this week, I want to make at least 1 check for this week. And the following week, at least I'm going to make a 2 check. Following week. And the third week, maybe 2 check or 3 check. And the fourth week, 4 check. Then you're going to close the auto sales master. If you don't have that kind of a goal, I want to be an auto sales master. When? Then if I don't give up someday it's going to be someday, not your plan. So you have to have your own time. You have to have your own goal setting. I really want to ask everybody in this room, when do you want to be an auto sales master? Within this year, end of this year? Well, 2 years from now, maybe like today's like a July, end of July, so maybe like next month, maybe September, end of September. You have to make a time, goal setting, to make yourself be an auto sales master. If you don't have a time setting, it's gonna be hard. Someone said like whenever, then it's gonna be whenever. It's not come to you. Someone said like maybe 3 years, it's not gonna be give you 3 years from now. You have to work on it. If you don't work, not gonna happen. I'm telling you, everywhere. No, if I don't go to work, they don't pay. No free lunch outside. But this company, if you make a system, guarantee. But the system, if you make like within a year, within 2 years, 3 years, up to you, but soon is better. What if you finish to reach the auto sales at the end of this year? Then starting next year, end of this year, you're gonna make a $2,000 every single month, rest of your life. But if you reach your auto sales at the end of next year, till then, you're gonna work. Sometimes you work, sometimes not. 2 years from now, next year, end of next year, from that time, you're gonna make 2,000. Still okay, but why don't you bring that to like close to you to reach the auto sales master? And the rest of the year, you don't need to worry about. If you want to get going more, then you work, you put in more time, effort, and your time to make your partner to reach the auto sales master left and right. Then you're gonna be an auto diamond master easily. Then your income's gonna be double. With you, you make a double, your partner's gonna get auto sales master, and then every one of them to make at least some money. But if you're not going, then your partner is gonna be laying down, not doing anything. And a lot of people say, oh, my partner not attend, my partner not buying, my partner not doing anything. You work for your partner? No, you are CEO, so you gotta think about for that. Now your partner's not gonna make your money. Of course they do, but you gotta work for them. Be a humble. And then right here, like they say, like a dream plus your time. That is your goal. And then dream vividly, then dream will come true. What you want, that can do for your future. That right here, realization for R and V, D. V is like your vividly and dream, and then your time. Like yesterday, I watched our Dr. Lee, that video. He said, I just want to show you what he was saying about that. Because I told you, you guys have like a 3 notebook. Okay, let me show you. Like creating a success future, there are is your revenue, and the X, affairs of like X, Y, Z. X is my effort. Y is a help from the others, And then T is a fortune. So if you have your effort, but without helping by others, it's hard. But you put in your effort and then from others help, and then fortune make your system going well. So that XYZ are not dependent, but connected to each other. So this one is each other, you gotta work on it, and then determination, that dream plus time is your goal, make your determination. So like I already talked about, if you think you can, you can't, you cannot. But if you think you can, you can. So trust and make yourself, make sure your ability. Why your ability make it down? I think everybody is equal. Everybody can do well. So you trust yourself and then make sure your ability can make it happen. Okay, I think God give you everybody. I watched the one this morning about that service for the church, and that pastor was saying, A and B and the woman, A is a beautiful, B is not, but healthy. But I always say a healthy person, oh, I'm not a beauty as A. But A person, they always think about I'm not healthy as a B. So everybody's different way, everybody different. I'm not as pretty as others, but I'm healthy. But someone is they have their own good way. So think about yourself, your ability. I think everybody has their own ability, can make that happen. And then after that, name list come up, because I see a lot of people after they join the member, they put the people left and right, but that person not as a business way, and then they just use that. We not use them for a tool. We gotta use for a baby law, like I showed you last week. We gotta care for them. Unless you put the people under your left and right, you have to help them to get success for your partner. A lot of people just make a member left and right, and then make their self commission, not help them. That right now, whenever I saw them, I feel really bad for them. Whoever joined their weak side and the work, but that person not working is so sad. So whoever want to do the business, then think about it. That person, you really willing to help them to make success. So that after 1 and 2, after you make the determination, then make a name list, you talk with your sponsor. And then what should I put it in? Where should I put it in? Then you're gonna help them to growing. About the product, about the business, about make their self-commission. So this one, who do you know? Everybody not willing to do. So introduce the area, follow up, follow on and on with your partner. And then some A person need to have a skincare. B may need a healthcare as of him. That's a great product to help a ton of people. Well, C, they don't care for their skin or beauty part or healthcare because they are young and healthy and the beauty themselves. So those people just introduce their personal care. So A and B, C is everybody, they needs are different than others. So you gotta think about it. All right, now the first 3 months you follow, you just find out what our company, what our products and the marketing, our CEO, watch video over and over, learn yourself. And then you just make a goal and then determination, okay, I'm gonna do it. Then you have to give up something. I know, some people, I love to watch the musical. But since I do this one, I don't go there and watch the musical. Of course, these days I cannot. And also, a few of us in here, this room, we were a chorus member, Korean chorus member. So we do 4 times, 3 times a week we practice. But since I do this one, I gave up. So I think most of us here is they don't go for that chorus member anymore. So you have to give up somewhere, somewhat. So that after that 4th month to 6th month, you gotta challenge yourself to be a sales master. How? invite like a GMT about product USA. I make that word. So G as our goal, M for meet, T for talk about use our product, save money, and then Atomy success. So I say GMT about products and the USA. So success, if you got lots of rejection, like our like success people, there was like a 2,000 rejection, you get $2,000. You will get definitely. So that's what they were saying. But we got a lot of rejection, even your family, even your friend, even your neighbor. It's okay, but you still keep going to tell them. So if you like 10 times, they might listen. So 10 times talking is one time saying. You gotta just put it in that way, okay? So some people say like, I talked to one time, they don't say, they don't wanna do it. Give up. No, you gotta tell them at least 10 times, make one report, okay? And then you say like, do you know Atomy? Maybe when you say, do you know Atomy, they could change their life. A lot of people got changed because someone asked them, do you know Atomy? Lynn, do you know Atomy? Alice, do you know Atomy? So that words change your life. So what if you say to your neighborhood, your family, your church members, do you know Atomy? They could change their life too. As you change. And then you just talk about the experience of a product and then attend our meeting like today, Santa meeting, one-day seminar. We have a lot of online seminar, what Zoom meeting, what this kind of Zoom meeting. And then make home shop. Some people has like a product at home, at least like one set. Maybe someone has like a little bit more. Just bring them to have like a home shop. And then your neighborhood, your friend, whenever they need for quick, then you just give away and then replace it. Because you gotta give them for the point. And then show the plan about the Atomy, about the product, about the marketing, and the vision. When you talk about the show the plan, you gotta talk about it a little bit. And then you have to have your own like a 1 minute story, 5 minutes. Like last week we talked about that, like what if you have 1 minute during the elevator, you just quick to talk about the Atomy. So you have to find out, you have to know about that too. And then we have like a 90% is consumer. That consumer help us make money because 10% is like a business consumer like us. So we gotta thank for them to who just be a consumer. So our company is a really strong, healthy consumer base to help us make money. Even the 10% consumer, out of 10% is 10% out of that 10%, 10% is the top and make like $100,000 a month. And then the other 90%, someone has like maybe $60. Someone has maybe make like every week, maybe twice a week. So someone make $100,000 a month, and then you make I'm not saying like you. So someone make $60. What's different? Someone make 100,000, maybe 10,000, maybe $1,000 a month, maybe $2,000 a month. Why you are not making $2,000 a month like others? Why do you just be happy to make $60, maybe $6 a week? So think about it. And then from the absolute quality and then price, we all know that. And then this one, I already talked about that. So follow through is really, really important. So if you have a customer, so the customer asked me to bring the toothpaste and toothbrush, then someone just bring the toothpaste and toothbrush. They said, oh, here you go, Lynn, toothpaste and toothbrush. No, when you go there, you bring the shampoo set, you bring the coffee, bring the more. And then, Lynn, we have a more. You think we have just toothpaste and toothbrush? I think someone just know, we just have a toothpaste and toothbrush. But when I talk about, oh, we have a skincare, we have a healthcare. Now what? You do have that? So people, who's just be a member, they do not know. Maybe some do know, but a lot of people, they mistake. So just follow through with them. Hey, Lynn, we have a more. We have like a shampoo set for your hair, help you to not to lose your hair. Or either we have a skincare, make you prettier than ever. You're gonna be beautiful. You're gonna be Mrs. USA, something like that. So make them happy. So you have to do, constantly, repeatedly contact within 48 hours after you bring that to the customer. Then that's gonna be changed to all the consumer, and then we'll change the business partner with you. If you don't do that, they're not gonna be like auto consumer. Every single time they're gonna ask you, call you, Lynn, bring that product to me. Excuse me, I have no time right now. Can you order? You gotta at least show them through the Zoom meeting, okay? And then this one I already talked to when I started. That 3 notebook is really handy and really useful. I don't know, to me it's so great to have this 3 notebook, especially this one I'm writing down every single day. Even today I told you about this one. I watched Dr. Lee, that videos, I wrote it down. Even every single thing I wrote this one down. This is my lecture book. So wherever I go, I bring this one with me. And then if we have like a 10 people meeting, then I may read this part and, oh, okay, I'm gonna talk about this one to these guys. Something like that. This is really handy. And 1 year planner, oh my God, this is great. Like even if someone in here, like a beginner, just like this. So if you have like, I told you already, but I wanna talk to you one more time, like this. This page is 1 to 15. This page is 16 to end of month. Like an example, I heard Lynn, you got the 2 check. You say like, oh, so I got the 2 check, so I say, exciting. So you just have like 2 check in the 16 to end of month. Then you make like a big star on it. Lynn, you did a good job. You made a 2 check. And then next month, like 1 to 15, you say you're writing down the top. Lynn, you gotta make a 3 check, at least a 3 check this 1 to 15. You're writing down. And then if you don't make a 3 check, then you write down, it's okay, Lynn. You can do it next 16 to end of month. You just make yourself a cheerleader. So if you don't have this one, I don't know, everybody is different. To me, it's like, whenever I see something, wow, I did this much. I did, oh my God, this 2 minutes, I had like 2 times, 3 times, like, so please do that. 1 year planner, at least 3 years. Make that notebook to 3 years, then you see you're growing. Starting to 3 years from now. At least 3 years from now, I guarantee you, you may have your left side one order sales master, your right side one order sales master, not just yourself, okay? So please do that. And the consumer care note, like this is my consumer, I have a 2 book in 1. So the other like end over here is like a consumer. So the consumer care note, you have to write down individual. So if they buy like a 1 hammer in 1 skincare set, you're writing down point, and then the point who you give to, writing down, then you know where to go. And then that is your like a notebook. And then you may like ask them how much you can spend for yourself. Like whoever started at the beginning, ask them, oh, I can spend like $50 per month at least. Then you start with the $50 worth it product for ourselves. And then after that, you start to grow a little bit. And then teach them how to order. You're not gonna just deliver all the time. You gotta teach them for their website, because you don't wanna deliver anymore. Okay, so you deliver now, but you don't want to deliver for future. And then you just, like I told you, name list. Then name list, join our atomy, and then use our product, and then love a product, because they're going to love it, because the price wise and the quality wise, everything. And then be an auto consumer, but you have to follow up and follow through, starting here to here. Then they're going to work with you as a business partner. And then making partners successful is the best reward for yourself. Tell them congratulations when they join. I always send that congratulations note to whoever join right now. Congratulations, Lynn, you be an Atomy member right now. Congratulations, something, so on, so on. So do use that word, okay? So this part, you just challenge for the sales master. Because this part, you talk more people to you. The sales master means a master of sales. So during this time, you master of sales. Talk to people in sales and put in the point. Okay, so this 4 to 6 months, you challenge the sales master. After that, in the practice of all the sales master, maybe 7 to 9 months, you may try one more time to reach the sales master again, to try to be an auto sales master. So this time, consulting with your sponsor for your business, and then the process, and the line meeting. So you always stick with the your sponsor, and then you talk with your sponsor for the line meeting, just for your one line. You know, you gotta be a little careful. Some do have a left and right, and then when you have a line meeting, just one line with your sponsor, because they connect each other. Or either if you have two lines under your left and right with your sponsor, then you just have a general meeting. And then don't do wrong consultation, counseling, because a lot of people, when counseling with a sponsor, is, oh my God, that person, doesn't do anything, don't do anything, complaining, blaming. No, save your time. Get a productive time with your sponsor. And then try not to negative words. We just positive word to each other. Our life is short. Don't use negative words or blame. No, just cheer each other up. Just talking about the good one. And then do Hoyle's law. This one I already talked to you, right? So A is your sponsor, B is you. When you bring your C as a client, consumer, customer to A, then B as of B, you already talk about the C to your A. Oh, C is my friend who live in here in my neighborhood. So please, just talk about our concept to C, to A. Just a little bit about the C to A, because you just talk to A about the C. She's my friend. She live in my neighborhood, and then she never done for the network marketing, something like that. And the C, you talk about A as of your sponsor to C, then you say oh my God, my sponsor, Ohsook is so beautiful. She's a so successful person. She has no time, but she come here. So I just invite her to talk to you. So you please 20 minutes, listen to her. Because I was asking her to come here to talk to you. To talk about to see, okay? But most people do opposite. To an A about the C, oh my God, that C is so great. If she joined this one, I'm gonna be all set. So you have to be careful when you talk. Then the A is gonna be, how can I say? I cannot say. Better than you say, you do it. So always your sponsor is, you respect your sponsor. Always talk about the good way. Oh, my sponsor is a great Christianity, he believe God, so to see, okay? And a duplication. Try to be good tree yourself. If you are not a good tree, then your partner is not gonna good tree either. So you have to be example for your partner. If you don't attend any seminar, your partner not gonna attend the seminar either. You don't want first attend the seminar or Zoom meeting. Don't be late, because you gotta respect their time too. And then your partner's gonna be follow you. That's gonna be duplicate. You duplicate to your sponsor, and then your partner duplicate you. That's gonna be success. Unless your partners duplicate you, you're gonna be success. All right. So make many of our enemy leaders. You gotta make that. You have to make many enemy leaders, and then you have to change to success DNA. Fanny, he was say you gotta trust yourself. You gotta believe yourself. You can do it. So change the success DNA. I think I was born for the enemy. for now, before I know, but right now I think I am, I was born for the enemy. Even my bone is like an enemy. Even whenever I do the brush teeth, I heard like a PB, but I don't know you guys, I heard that sometimes like a big sound on it, PB, but sometimes less. So that changed every single thing. I changed it to in an enemy. Starting in the morning to go to bed, even during the night, still think about the enemy. So I escape from the comfort zone. A lot of people just being easy, whatever, I can make it. Of course, this one, if you don't give up, you gotta be success. But man, please escape from the comfort zone. You gotta action. After you learn every single thing, we have a lot of informative from the YouTube, from the Zoom, you learn a lot. But if you just learn, stuck in here, don't action, not gonna happen. So please escape from the comfort zone action to make yourself. So this one like one day PV to make. You gotta decide yourself because this is your own business. You are CEO, you are a character, you are a director, you are a dream builder. Under you, you are the one. You can change yourself. Nobody can change your life. Only one you. Right? So this is for like your daily goal, or weekly goal, or monthly goal, something like that. This is my friend Warren Buffett. I'm gonna introduce you guys. Franny, can you read this one for me? What he said?
You're on mute.
Okay. Can you unmute, and read on that 3 line, please? Okay, yes, go ahead.
If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Okay.
I didn't say that, best investor, Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. But our business, perfect. Because this business opened 15 countries already. We are in USA, and then we opened the South Asia, which is like 14 hours the other behind. So while we sleep, they were working. Perfect, right? So go for this one. And then now, last 3 months. After you reach the sales master, you practice one auto sales master. This one, I told you, time compression. Just like, don't wait like, 2 years from now, I may make an auto sales master. No, please. I hope everybody in here, this room, I want to be a sales master and I want to be auto sales master, maybe sales master end of this year. Compression, your time. If you do that, your partner help you. Your effort, your partners help, and then your fortune come to you. Then make it happen. Pull what will happen in 3 months. The auto sales master, it depends on each ability. But we trust ourselves, our ability. Most of people in here, this room, can make it. Maybe a month or 2 months is a different time, but you can make it. You can do it. I did it, why not you? So auto sales master, being an auto sales master is on average 1 to 5 years to 2 years. But I think it's shorter than that, depend on how you did. So value of an auto sales master, I'm telling you, in Korea, the Olympic gold medal, like a summer Olympic or winter Olympic, if you got a 1 Olympic gold medal, Korea government give you $1,000 a month. So what if you reach the auto sales master, which is you make a $2,000 a month, you got the 2 Olympic gold medal. You think that gold medal is easy? Then every 4 years, you gotta be a first number one. It's not, but that value, when you achieve when you get the like auto salesman to make $2,000 a month, you already got 2 Olympic gold medal. What if you have $1 million in your bank? What if the interest is like a 2%, maybe 2%, $2,000? Do you have money? At least, do you have money to put in your bank to get a $2,000 interest?
Right now?
Yeah.
Not that
$2,000.
much, sure.
Okay. All right. What about this pension for 30 years? Government job. I told you I was working post office as a government job 30 years. You know how much they pay? I don't get the pay right now because I'm not that old yet. I just retired, but I'm not as you know, I'm not that old. All right. So when I just hold it till 65. I don't want to touch it. When I turn 65, they're gonna pay me $35,000 a month. But I put it in my time and effort at the post office for 30 years. I was working night shift 23 years. And then last 7 years, I was working daytime. And the last 3 years, I think 2 years, I was working morning time. Started 6 a.m. till 2:30 p.m. Then 6 a.m., I gotta wake up by 4 a.m. and then leave home 5 a.m. I was wake up by alarm. The alarm is on my living room. And because the job, like I want to break out the job, J-O-B. Whenever alarm on it, I jump out of bed, J-O-B, because of job. But right now, I'm happy because retires, no worry. So that pension for 30 years government job is $35,500. Forget about the 35,000. That'll be nice. 3,500. When I turn 65 years old. So it's not easy. But that auto salesman for $2,000, way better than this. And then keep auto salesman. So try to make auto salesman yourself. Then don't waste sponsorship. United Heart. With your team, with your other team within the under Army, and then harmony, and then be positive mind, and then 4 do, yes, education. Of course, you have to, this is an education business. If you educate to know what to do, then your partner is going to be educated what to do because the partner follow you. And then humble and respect, duplicate. I think that this 4 do is really important. You got to education yourself, then your partner follow you as an education themselves. And then their partner follow them, educate themselves. And then respect each other, your sponsor and you and your partner. Everybody is not wrong, it's a different. Okay? And the humble, and then duplicates. So if you don't duplicate, your partner will duplicate too. And 3 C's is no complaint, no criticism, no condemn. And then 3 P's, yes. You have to have a passion. We, as of like when we do this business, sometimes we feel down. Of course we do, because we are human beings. So, but when you meet your family, your like a partner, sponsor, then you just show up for the passion, and then patience and persistence. You have to have a patience and persistence working. Attitude is everything. Paul Myers said. That if your attitude is not you cannot trust yourself, you don't think you can make it, that is not gonna happen. But your attitude is I can do it, then you can do it. All right. Okay, second order sales master class is I did 4 times. Congratulations, everybody in here. You will reach the top because you have a dream. Failure to success in anatomy is a miracle. That's what they say. Okay, Alice, do you believe this one, failure to succeed in anatomy is a miracle? Do you believe that?
What do I say? Congratulations?
No, right here,
Failure to succeed in anatomy, it's a miracle. Yes.
Yeah. It is a miracle. If you don't succeed from the anatomy, you are a miracle person. Because I told you, company gave you every single thing. Only one part, your action.
Yes.
Your acting. If you don't have that part is not there, what do you expect, right?
Yeah.
So everybody in here, this room, congratulations. You will reach the top because you have a dream.
Yes, and it just never quit. You never quit.
Congratulations. So happy for you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bravo.
Lex, you can drop something from Sally?
What a wonderful information you gave us, Sharon Rose Master Ohsook Kwon. We appreciate all your knowledge and your wisdom.
All right,
wonderful.
and they give you bouquet of flowers.
Oh, beautiful. I love flowers.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Could I share something with you?
All right.
Okay. I don't know if you can see me. This is my desk.
I saw you.
My vision board.
All right. Wow.
I can see.
Can you see?
What is that? Your vision?
My vision board.
Uh-huh.
Everybody's supposed to have a vision board. That's what I teach my students.
Okay.
Wonderful.
My son, he's 11 years old. He's got his own vision board too. And this is his vision board.
All
Hold
right.
on. Because he wants to have a better body and healthy body. This is his vision. My daughter has her own vision board too. But right now I cannot go into her room. But this is what I teach. And I love anatomy because anatomy speaks the same language for me.
All right. I really appreciate, thank you to each one of you guys here. I learned what I'm doing this time. I learned myself too. So I say thank you to you guys. And then I really hope you get all the semester. And I hope you have that dream too. When it's gonna be, please writing down your dream. So I say thank you again. I enjoy my time with you. And then this is my loving time with you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Sharon Rose Master Ohsook Kwon. Do you have any news to share, or that will be all?
I just want to maybe I just ask a few people in here. Adrina, you may run that to ask them how they feel about this class.
Thank you.
And it's gonna be feedback to me, so I may do. What if I do next time? I may do better. So yeah, please do feedback. How you feel, what you see, what it's about.
Does anybody have any feedbacks today for Sharon Rose Master Ohsook Kwon?
I don't have a feedback, but I have a suggestion.
Yes.
Every time when I taking the class or listen to any of the lecture in anatomy, I learn so much. And as some of you know, I starting to also do some presentation too. So I feel like I'm encouraging each one of us here is take this as your responsibility. And also do your own 8 step to success presentation. Do your presentation yourself. Sometimes I think I'm pushing my partner a little bit harder, forcing them to do a presentation. But my experience is when you do your own presentation, you are learning along the way too. And Atomy is it's all about we learn and we go forward, and we learn and then we go forward. And then this is how it grows. There's no miracle in Atomy. No. But we have to working hard and working with your partner. The
Absolutely.
most things I feel like I learned a lot is a synergy of united heart. So I really, really appreciate Sharon Rose Maswan give us this opportunity, because I think you are reassured for us what we have been here is correct. And then it's hard to do Atomy, but it's so simple. It's 8 steps to success, 8 core, share and share and talk and talk. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Kaylee. I also wanted to share something that I learned today, and for all these 4 weeks with the Sharon Master Group today. I wanted to say that, like you said, like we're a team, we're babies, and that, you know, every sponsor, every leader is here to help each other. And I think that's the most important thing in Atomy too. So I feel I'm in the right place, and I'm so happy to be in Atomy. And you did assure us about, you know, that we are in the right place with this training group that we had. I appreciate your time also, and everybody, and thank you for this opportunity and allow me to be an MC Elise, and giving me this push. I was very nervous, and thank you, all of you.
You did a good job. Great job.
Awesome. Great job, Adriana.
Awesome
Thank
job.
you.
Great.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah, we're all here to grow, you know, till the day we die. If we're not growing, then we're dying. So it's better to grow.
Well said.
Yes. So thank you so much, Sharon Rose Kwon. And thank you everybody for sharing your life scenarios. So it's very touching, very inspirational. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes,
All right.
so
So if nobody wanna like share, then
we're ready to end this. It was a remarkable training, and is everybody ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
For our
Company model.
ending company model.
All right.
Yes.
Ready?
Yep.
Yep.
Go.
Cherish
Cherish
the
the spirit, create
down
vision,
follow the
faith,
faith,
serve in humility.
Aja.
Aja.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.